Now we are live on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. My name is Edomile. I am 32 years old and I will be the host this time. Can you introduce yourself, Angelo, please?
My name is Angelo, 24. Graduated in administration, and it is it.
Oh,
Not
amazing.
so
Thanks,
much.
Angelo. Yeah, thanks, Angelo. How about you, Mariana, please? Your mic is, yeah, it's muted. Mariana, your mic is off.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
So again, my name is Mariana. I'm 25 years old. I'm a German teacher. And
Good.
I have a 1-year-old daughter. She's called Manuela. So I'm a German teacher and I'm also a mom because it's a lot of work here with my daughter.
Yeah.
That's it.
We can imagine. Yeah. How about you, Ivandira? Can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Okay, good morning. I'm 54 years old. I'm retired and I have 2 daughters and 5 grandsons. That's it.
Yeah, thanks. And how about you, Clay? Are you there?
Yep, I'm here. Sorry for not opening my webcam because
Oh,
we
no
are
problem.
live. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here. But okay, so I'm Clay and I'm working right now. I'm supposed to. And I'm 38 years old. I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. And I enjoy playing chess and I'm a salesperson. That's it.
Amazing, guys. Thanks. So, so today we're gonna talk about learning from our experience of life. You know, we have a lot of people different here. So it's a kind of, philosophical questions, maybe, but it's interesting because, we can learn more than English, but about ourselves, about the world, how to explain the things that our perspective, our point of view. So that's great. The first question is what makes you be yourself, your main characteristic, that something that define you? Mariana, you can start.
Well, I think the first thing which came to my mind was adventure because I love traveling, and now that I had my baby, my daughter, 1 year ago, of course it's a time when, and also because the the pandemic, I don't know if it's right, this word pandemic, but well, of course because of my daughter, and also because of these times we're living, I'm not able to travel. But I think this adventure aspect of my life, if I can say that, I can use that to define me because I think I like to put this aspect in my life even if I'm not traveling. So I like to do new things and to experience new stuff. and challenges. I think I
Awesome.
can say that for me. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. And how about you, Evangela? What's your main characteristic? What defines you?
It's difficult, but it's okay. And I love travel to but when I was working, it is difficult for me. But after I retired, I start to travel, and I visit my daughter. She lives in the United States, and many places. I I think only is my first class.
Yeah, no, it's our first class, so be welcome. Yeah, be welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No, be comfortable, please. Is our law here. How
Okay.
about you? How about you, Angelo?
I love to travel too. Mm. Me, I've I big. Mm, I would like to live in USA
Yeah,
so much.
yeah. So I think we all here, it's a kind of traveler that like to know new countries, new places. And how about you, Clay?
Yeah.
What defines you?
I think talking about ourselves is not an easy thing to do. And to
Yeah.
define myself is even worse, you know. And I think what makes me be like I am, probably the way how I talk, the way how I behave uh, among people, you know, how I deal with people. That's I think defines me. And I'm not saying I'm good on it. I'm saying that I think I'm not good, and that's of course I think it's the thing that I show the most about myself. And maybe um, I think it was the same way it defines me. My main characteristic could be exactly the way how I deal after having some issues or some difficulties in my life or with people. I think this is how I think this is what defines me. The way how I talk, the way how I behave. Of course, as Mariana opened this conversation talking about traveling, about many things that we like doing. Of course, as we learn English, I think we love traveling and doing different stuff. But I was trying to define myself like a specific one to define clay. I think is the way how I behave, which is I don't think it's a good thing, but it is me. That's it.
Yeah, awesome. You know, this question is interesting because I have been thinking a lot about it. And when I'm look back, at my time, I I know that I'm very, how can I explain? I'm very excited guy, with new things. I'm very excited. I'm always looking for new stuff to do. Always, enthusiastic guy. I'm always, even with the thing is not doing good and something bad, happen, but, I keep excited. I don't know if it's good or not, because sometimes I think it's not a good thing. So, but it's the way, it's my way. So it's not something that I choose. It's something that only happens. But yeah, it's interesting. So let's move forward to the second question. What do you consider a full life? Full life is life with plenitude, you know, a fully life. You can start, Angelo. What do you consider a full life?
Mm. A happy life.
Oh, awesome. Awesome answer. And how about you? Oh, do you want to add something, Angelo?
It's so hard to answer it.
Yeah. And how about you, Ivangira? What do you consider a plain life? I don't know if, you know, there's still word in English, but a full life.
I consider a full life. It's like I had a good life. Um, I have the health because nowadays this pandemic, it's so difficult to stay at home all the time. And and many things, family, but uh, and this time because the pandemic, um, stayed alone in my house, far away my family. I have two daughters, but sometimes my daughter comes to my home, but all the time it's alone.
Yeah. The family fuel your lives. That's it, you know, our
What?
experience of life. The family fuel your life, you know, because
Yes,
we,
for me, it's
uh, yeah, provide
yes.
us kind of sense of life, you know, when you have a child or something like this. How about you,
Yeah.
Mariana? What do you think?
Very important.
Yeah.
For me, I would say this sentiment of a full life is inside of us, because I think for me it's not outside, it's not in people or material stuff. I think it is inside, because sometimes we don't have money, or we don't have love, or something else. But if we keep calm and confident in this feeling of plenitude, I think we can kind of feel that we have this feeling of full life. I practice meditation, and I think because of meditation too, because for example, when we meditate, we receive this feeling, or we should receive this feeling, that we are full, and we feel afterwards, we feel happy, and we stay with our problems, but even though we feel happy. So for me, a full life is inside of me.
Very beautiful. Awesome. Awesome answer.
So deep.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, 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 very interesting. And how about you, Clay? What do you think?
Answering a few words or in just one word, I would say happiness. So if I have happiness, I would think like I'm having a full
Mm.
life. But if you had asked me, okay, maybe if I had like a place to live, maybe someone that I love, maybe having kids, a place, sorry, a good job, making a good money, I would have it. But I don't think, even I have all these things that I dreamed 20 years ago, or maybe a couple of years ago, I don't think still feeling like I have a full life. Even I don't have kids yet, and I'm planning, but I don't think if I had, I would have a full life. Some emotional situation had replaced it already, so I think I still thinking about having other things, and I'm not sure if I'll have it in the future because we are always dreaming about something changing and having something different. As most of you talked about the pandemic, and I think it's stopped many things, many dreams, and nowadays we are just thinking about going through this without losing someone that we love or some people that we care about. And I think, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, awesome. You know, you told about the pandemic, you know, because we kind of have to learn again how to live in that terms, you know, what is essential for us, because you know we lived in a moment that you know changed all the world, not only Brazil, not only us, but the world. So it's a moment to think again about the purpose of life. So for this reason, you know, I brought this topic because I think it's a moment that we can maybe learn something with each other. So you know, I kind of uh, share some cards and ideas. So I'm gonna choose another question, a question on the number 5. I think it will be good to hear about from you. Uh, do you have a knowledge based in your life experience that you consider very important? Could you share with us, Angelo, please? Question number 5.
I read a question. Life experience is very important. I don't remember in the moment.
Yeah, no problem. I can skip you and then you can talk if you want or add something. Okay. Mariana.
So I'm thinking here, and I think knowledge based on my life experience that I could share is that always when we're happy or we think everything is good with us in our lives, we can be sure that sometime it will be bad. So, and when we're in a bad moment, we can be sure that it will be better sometime. So I think this is a knowledge based on my life experience. And for me, it is very true because it just happens. When we're on a good moment, sometimes we'll be on a bad moment. And it gives me strength, so força, because when I'm in a bad moment, I'm sure it will be better sometime. So, and this is based on my life experience. I think that's it.
Oh, awesome.
And yeah.
Mhm. Well, go ahead if you
No, that's okay.
want to add
That's it.
something. Ivandira, how about you? Share with
Please,
us.
could you repeat the question?
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any knowledge based on your life experience that you consider very important? Could you share with us?
Yes.
Your microphone is off. Vandita, your mic is off. Yeah,
Sorry, the
no
telephone.
problem.
I don't know. Uh, I think in my life, uh, 60, 66 years old, many times. Only,
Your mic.
Sorry,
sorry.
sorry for the noise. It's my grandma.
Please pass it
No,
to
no
the
problem.
other. I can watch the telephone. Sorry.
No problem, Vandita. How about you, Clay?
I think I remember more about the bad experience than the good experience, but still experience that I consider very important. I think the way how I used to treat people, the way how I behaved, as I just started this conversation today, I was talking about myself, the way how I talk to others, or I used to talk to others, and I think I maybe that's why I don't have much friends. And because I think I'm not a friendly guy, I'm not someone that really enjoy being among others with others. And probably the way how I used to talk, the way how I behave, and I'm not complaining, I'm good with this. But I think it's a good knowledge that I consider important, that I think you should be more, how can I say, patient with others, consider others a little bit more. I think it's the thing that if I could change, or if I could suggest someone to not act like this, I would say, oh, okay, just relieve this word exists in the way I'm thinking, but just let it go. Don't go through it. So don't push someone to this situation. Just relax and enjoy the time. And I think this is the thing that I consider important, that not maybe I will not regret when I became adult, or young, sorry, older, I meant. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I think it's interesting because any person says something different, in terms of how to describe this feeling or what we live. For example, in my case, I think the main sentence or quote is something like "nothing is safe," in terms of everything that I choose in my life, that I imagine that I could do in the future, goes wrong, or not goes wrong, but goes totally different than what I talk, what I have imagined. So for example, I try to start speaking English just in the next year, in the last year. Now I'm here with you talking English with you all guys. So when I taught study my undergraduate, I moved to Mato Grosso to study geology. And when I thought I was start to work, I moved to Brasilia to do my master degree. And then, you know, I moved to São Paulo to do my PhD. So everything is a kind of randomic for me. It's so I think that the main quote is something like nothing is safe, you know, it's always changing, and you have to deal with the changes. It's funny how the life, you know, happen. So guys, I think we can link with the question number 8. You know, in your opinion, has the world become a better or worse place to live, and why? Evangelho, you can start.
Okay. The situation out the world is bad. In my city, Ribeirão Preto, it's bad nowadays. But each other people, each other person, make the situation. It's okay.
No problem, no problem. Take your time, you know. If you would like to add something, then you can say, feel free to do what you think. How about you, Angelo? In your opinion? Your microphone is off, Angelo.
For me, depends. Each place has your here. I think stay worse.
Worse than the past?
Yeah.
Why?
The health.
Yeah,
It's
good point.
worse than word.
Yeah, good point. Healthy. Yeah, I agree. And how about you, Clay? Your opinion? You can answer both. You know, a good and a bad point. You know.
Yeah, a bad point is about the pandemic, as we talked about it already. And if we take away this situation that became the world worse nowadays, so I think this situation totally messed up the whole world. But if I think about my childhood, 30 years ago, I would say the world right now is much better for me, I think. So if I think about the way how my parents lived and raised me when I was young, so no money, the situation was worse, I think. And nowadays, all my family are much better, so we are not running out money. We have enough money to do what we want. And also the situation in our families is much better as well, as a person, as family. So I think all these things makes our life better. So I think for me, taking away the situation, the pandemic situation, I would say the world right now, nowadays, is much better for me, probably for all people that I know. So because I remember how was our situation when I was very young. And comparing to these days, I would think that even the technology, everything that we lived based on nowadays is much better, even better than the 30 years ago. I know that the situation is not collaborating, if I can say like that. But the situation, our lives are much better than 30 years ago. So I consider nowadays it's okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Uh,
good.
I think I agree. How about you, Mariana? What do you think
So
about?
for me, I think it's not better or worse because some aspects are worse and some aspects are better than the past. But for example, the climate is worse. So
Good point.
today we know that we don't change the way and the speed we produce meat and cars, we won't be able to live in this planet in some parts of the planet in 30, 50 years. And now I have a daughter and it frightens me. So I have fear, and also it's so sad. It's our planet. So I think this aspect is worse. And the other side of this, it has to do with technology as well. Our life is better with technology in the health field, and also with internet we are able to know more stuff. To you, I mean, we're having this conversation, and we're only able to do that because of internet, because of technology, and this is awesome. So I think there is a good part and a bad part. And so we, like always, we have always work to do to keep going and to improve our lives and the world. So I'm in the middle. I cannot say the world is worse or better. I'm in the middle.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, very, very good point. It's, I think in some, we have a lot of work to do, because you told about, the climate, the nature, how we are messing up our own planet, but at the same time, for example, I'm geologist. So, the technology that we have, it's a kind of, result of this kind, almost more or less, this kind of invasion in the nature. So it's something like, sometimes for me, seems that the human is a kind of allocate of the world, the connecting of the world. So sounds weird, but I don't know. It's something that I have been thinking a lot. But your point was awesome. I totally agree with you and Clay. Of course we have a good point and a bad point. For example, for me, I consider that nowadays I have more conditions to change something around me, with education, with the knowledge, with the technology, I can help my parents, my relatives, my family, I can maybe spread what I think to the world, have an open wild to say like this, like the YouTube or talking in English through the TNT. So, even speaking another language, so we are speaking with the world. So that's really good. However, I think about the values is decreasing. The values of the humanity. Sometimes I think about the respect, You know, among the young, I don't feel that, you know, is a good thing. But I'm gonna connect with another question that is just that. Is there an important value that you think we are losing over the time? What do you think, Ivandira?
What?
I'm gonna repeat. Is there an important value that you think we are losing over time? Do you understand?
More or less.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in Portuguese and you answer. Tem algum valor importante que você acha que a gente está perdendo com o tempo, com as novas gerações? That's it.
Okay, sorry.
It is
Okay,
the
yeah.
nine question.
Yeah.
It is
Question
the
number
nine
9.
question.
Me? Even
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I think yes. This new generation. I think yes, because many young many peoples. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry.
No problem. No, don't say sorry. We are.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we are learning here, so you know you can say what
Today
you.
I'm not good. Sorry.
No problem. And how about you, Angelo? What do you think?
I think that children of this generation are losing the respect of the older men.
Awesome.
It's so serious.
Yeah, I agree with you. And what do you think, Mariana? Question number 9.
Yes, I'm thinking here, and I think we already lost a lot, but I think we're keeping losing the value of community, because
Awesome. Perfect.
The sense of
have
community.
Yes, we have our own house, our own car, our own stuff, and we don't live anymore in community. I'm lucky because I live in a villa with 8 houses, and we're lucky
You live in a town.
we're lucky because everyone here is very friendly. We're real friends, not only neighbors. So we're able here to get this feeling back, this feeling of community. For example, I have a 1-year-old daughter, and I can leave her with my neighbors because they love my daughter and they help us a lot. And for example, a couple of months ago, I was feeling really tired, and I realized I needed help. So I know that my neighbor is jobless. So I asked him if he could cook the lunch for us, and we could pay him. And this is for me the value of community, because he's helping us a lot. When we have a baby, it's difficult to do many stuff, and normal easy stuff become difficult. So now he's, for example, cooking for us the lunch. It's a great help, and we're paying him for that. So we're helping a neighbor, we're helping a friend that is jobless, and he's helping us. So I think this value of community we're losing. This is sad because the humanity has doing that for a long
For so
time.
long.
And now we're in our own bubbles, and now with the pandemics, we feel lonely because of that. So I would say that I think we're losing the sense of community.
You're so
Awesome.
lucky.
Yeah.
You're so lucky.
Yeah, awesome, Mariana,
Here-
because you connected the respect that I was talking about the family, with the respect of the nature, respect with each other, sharing and exchanging experience in terms of how to live, in terms of living. So it's awesome. Thanks for your answer.
Here it's so hard to find this sense of community. Here is so hard to find this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So guys, how was the conversation? You're welcome again to the main room. How was the conversation? Did you like? Did you learn?
Yeah,
It was amazing. We appreciated it a lot.
so amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, guys. So anyone wants to share some good idea with this topic or something like this, an experience? I want to learn from you. You are the protagonist of this meeting, so I'm just a student here. Let me ask someone here. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Gabi. Thanks. Oh, a lot of suggestions here. So, Josie, what did you think about the topic? Did you like?
Yes, I like it. I say from my meeting room, my friends of meeting.
Yeah.
I don't have so much vocabulary. For me, it's so difficult to talk, but I like this topic because it's a routine of our life. It's easy to talk about it. The first meeting, it's so about politics. Politics is so terrible. If you don't have vocabulary, you can't talk.
Yeah.
But I like this topic. It's an amazing topic to tell about your life.
Yeah,
for this.
Our purpose is something like this. We go over or beyond the English, beyond the language itself. Because we can talk about many things. Speaking on the language is to speak about ideas. So if you don't have ideas, about the world, we can to share things with the world, connect. So that's it. I hope you enjoy. It's good. It's nice to hear from you. Thanks. Let me ask Carlene. Can you answer a question? Is there any important value that you think we are losing over time? Question number 9.
Okay. We didn't really get there, but we are losing over time. I think, yes, we have one of the main values we are losing is thinking about other people. We are becoming a lot of selfish people. I know not everyone agree with it, but we are a society. We have to think we have to think about other people also, because the more it's too extreme thing. You have to, if you think too much about the other people, you may leave yourself behind. But if you think too much about yourself, and you leave others behind, so we can't live like that. We have to think in society. We have to think in group, so we can go together. I have thought a lot about this because of this pandemic. I live alone, but I work with a lot of people. So when I have to be alone, I cannot go out, and it's very stressful for me. Even though I have meetings, I have classrooms, I have a lot of work to do in my computer, but I'm tired of it. I have to meet people. I have to get together. I have to, and I think it's nice to be alone, to have my own time, but I need people also. So we cannot live by ourselves.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. Because your answer totally connects with what we are discussing in my room. About the respect, for example. It's something like this. If you respect a human being, you start to respect the nature. You start to respect your brother, your family, your parents, and the planet as well. So it's very important. So guys, our time is running out very fast. I would like to say thanks for because I learned a lot today. I ask you to follow us on a social media. I send in the chat. And after this, you receive feedback. Please answer this feedback. If make some suggestions for us. If you like to improve our community, we are in a community. Respecting each other, our opinions, and help each other to improve as well. So that's it. Thanks. Stay safe. Keep safe. Use mask. Wash your hands. That's it for today. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye. See you.
Thank you. See you.
Bye. Thank you, Endo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.